Wow, look who I ran into at Pitch Force in San Francisco. The one and only Tomas Milar from Eqvista, like equity, right?
Right, yeah,
Eqvista.
that's it. Uh-huh.
And you are the CEO of Eqvista, which does cap tables, valuations,
And banking.
and neobanking.
Neobank.
Catch me up. How are those three things
you.
going, and how are you bringing them together into one unified force?
So Keith, the answer is very simple. You know, it's basic. I was always a revenue guy, and imagining that you build a SaaS company worth of $1 billion on a $100 million revenue, it's quite hard to imagine.
Right.
So that's why we built the banking, and it was quite kind of was obvious reason why we have done it. I always wanted to be in the banking. We were referring thousands of clients to banks, and since we had a clients for the banking, I was like, yeah, you know what, let's do it. Let's open our own neobank. So
Yeah.
we launched Checkly.
Right.
So we have a Checkly
Credit card.
Put on the credit card. It's right here. Like,
You gave it away?
Where's the
You're in San
card?
Francisco. Somebody
I
might have
know,
picked your
I know.
pocket
So
or
this
something.
So this is our debit card. So how does it go? Like how is it next to each? How do we see that next to each other?
Yeah.
So we issue stocks, we value the stocks, and we bank them.
Yeah.
So that's the obvious
Vertical.
variable.
It's great. And so your target customers, the startup companies.
Startup companies.
Yeah, at the seed stage, as they move into valuation at A and B, they need valuations
Seed,
more.
and most likely we will be launching venture debt. Because
Okay.
obviously 409A evaluation.
Is this a new product announcement?
Yes, that's a new product.
I'm breaking news now.
That's of course.
So
you do.
Tomas, what is the core value that you see providing the marketplace today? Because there are lots of other cap tables. I don't know if you've heard of this company, Carta. They're
yes.
Yeah, they're out there, and there's several other neobanks as well. But you provide. I know there's some other people that provide valuation services. Where do you fit in the market?
Where do we fit in the market? So technically, we believe that companies should have a real-time valuation. So the real-time valuation is something any company should have access to. So if you think about publicly traded companies, they can, the value immediately. So we built a real-time valuation that actually covers practically everything. So
That's
you
great.
as a CEO
Yes.
of a small or medium, even though large company, you have 10, 15, 20, $50 million revenue, we give you precise valuation in real time. And you can borrow money from the institution based on the value.
And Thomas, I gotta say, I know a lot of companies that have asked you for valuation services. They've said you've done a great job, very competitively priced as well. So I know you offer that service on cap tables as well. So where is the next leap forward for Eqvista?
So it would be the lending against equity.
Okay.
So that's why we have the neobank. So again, we issue stocks, value them, and then we bank them. Because companies, we have thousands of clients, and they trust us.
Yeah.
They trust us with the financials. So obviously, financial product.
And who is the perfect customer for you today?
So we are starting with a venture-backed companies. That's the ultimate goal, and then we are moving towards medium large enterprises.
Right.
So anything, ideal client would be $50 million company with 8 million EBITDA. That would be the ideal.
So the
client.
idea of working with pre-seed or seed companies is that you're going to identify the ones that are going to grow into that
Yes,
level and
exactly,
provide the additional services.
But that's just the VC sector or startup sector. But let's not forget that we have a 1 million companies, mid and large size,
Right.
which are technically unvalued.
Yeah.
They have employee stock option plans.
Right.
They have a banking needs.
Yes.
So we want to also focus on that part, and we already have done quite a good job on that part.
Thomas, I see you here, and I always love catching up with you every time we get together, every quarter or other quarter, but we always talk about what's happening in the market. Where do you think we are right now heading into 2025? I mean, we're in Q4 of 24, but where are we going in 2025?
I believe we can call it new money, or the old money which have been vesting. You know, nothing was not much going on in past few years. Let's forget about 2021. There was an end of 2020 that was exceptional.
Right.
Unfortunately, some startups they raised money. I always keep joking about 120 multiple on future revenue. So that was the 2021.
Yeah.
We will never see
Few
it
companies
again.
could grow into that.
Yes.
Yeah.
So.
So you'll see
2025
some investing increase year over year. You'll see some more liquidity options popping up between M&A and IPO.
Definitely. You know why? Once we get to normalized interest rate, investors will start, and limited partners will start looking at the alternative assets.
Yeah.
Venture capital is alternative assets, so they will leave the publicly traded companies and different options. And move to venture back.
That's interesting. What other contrarian view might you have in terms of the market, where certain people see it one way, but you might have a different thought?
You know, it's quite funny. That's a very good question. I might actually looking at it from different perspectives, like crypto, right? So I'm compliance guy all my life.
Yeah.
I like innovation.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
I'm just so jealous of crypto. What's happening right now?
Yeah.
It's
all-time high, right?
I don't understand if it's a hype or if it's real. I can just tell you one thing from the compliance perspective. It's hard to move $10,000 from one continent to the other, you know, without getting checked by the bank. Hey, give me the purpose, the source of money.
Oh, okay.
You know, and you have a crypto where you transact billions of dollars. Nobody's checking it. So I was always, from the compliance perspective, I was very skeptical about crypto, and probably even jealous, because obviously the
guys that
the
dove
growth.
in big
Yes,
are happy today, but they had to hold on while they
Yeah, I
were
know.
dog paddling for a while.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
So where
that's
are we
true.
in the Bitcoin, or I should say crypto, but it feels like it's mostly Bitcoin.
I'm not expert in the Bitcoin, but again, from the compliance perspective, I think if you can figure out the compliance, how to check the source of income, source of crypto income, and the purpose, then we will be fine. But until now, until then, it will be still a wild ride.
Hey, there's no shortage of fun topics, though. You always expect, like, okay, it's going to start to slow down. It doesn't slow down, does it?
No.
It doesn't for you. I know you have more
not.
going on your front burners, and you don't have any back burners anymore. Everything's on the front burner.
That's right.
Good luck.
Thank you, Pete. Thank you for having me.
Thanks for joining.